History on Wheels. The Historymobile is visiting Lexington, and it provides people with a convenient opportunity to learn a little bit about the Bluegrass State. Our Mike Taylor is live with the Historymobile at the Lexington Catholic High School. He's going to take us on a walking tour now. Mike?
Thanks, Bob. I'm here with the Confederate battle flag on one side and my Yankee soldier friend on the other. We're in the Kentucky Historical Society's Historymobile, and the historian for the Historymobile is David Clinkenbeard. And why don't you tell us a little bit about it? Give us a little brief tour here.
Okay, Mike. The exhibit's broken down into 3 separate sections. Begins right here under attempted neutrality. One interesting thing is this Yankee soldier. Now, he's a corporal because he's got yellow stripes, 2 of them, and he's a horse soldier, or cavalry. If these were red, he'd be in the artillery, and if they were a light blue, he'd be in the infantry. You'll also notice this rifle in the back of the case. It's an 1857 Harper's Ferry musket. All the guns in the exhibit all are authentic.
Okay.
Now up here, the second section is dealing with the military action. Now the blue wall over here is basically with the battles and conflicts that took place within the state of Kentucky. The focal point right here is the Great Invasion, dealing with the Battle of Perryville, Kentucky. That took place on October the 8th, 1862, and it was the largest battle ever to be fought in Kentucky during the war.
Before we go on, tell me a little bit about how you use the Historymobile.
Okay, we travel all over the state of Kentucky, mostly going to schools during the school season, and then on the weekends we go to festivals and fairs. Okay,
one other interesting thing before we go on, we have some more weapons over here, which I believe are authentic.
That's right, Mike. The top one is a 1863 Trenton musket. The middle one is a Sharps carbine, and the third is a Union cavalry saber. Now up here on the third section, it's dealing with the civilian effect. Now if you notice right here, we're talking about the guerrilla threat. That was in 1863 on to the end of the war. The leader in the movement was a man called William Clark Quantrell. He came over from Kansas. Now another interesting shot is this Yankees in the courthouse yard, which happens to be the courthouse right here in Lexington.
All right, thanks, David. Thanks for a brief but interesting history lesson on the Civil War. If you want to check out the exhibit, that's not going to be possible. This is for school kids during this week, but you might be able to catch it at a festival on some weekend. This is Mike Taylor reporting live with the Action Cam.